Example 2 for the quotient rule. Once again, we have an expression being divided by another expression, so we're going to invoke the quotient rule. The quotient rule says if you have y prime would be equal to low, so I rewrite the low, times d high. D high would be the power rule here, derivative of the top, 5 times x minus 3 raised to the fourth, minus high, so I rewrite the top, x minus 3 raised to the fifth, times d low. The derivative of the denominator will be 2 times x plus 4 raised to the first power, over the denominator squared. Now, as I work this problem, I notice that there's a lot in common from the first part of the numerator and the second part of the numerator, so I'm going to factor out what they have in common. As I see all this similarity, I'm going to pull out x plus 4 raised to the first and an x minus 3 raised to the fourth, because I have 1 to the fourth and 1 to the fifth, so you take the smaller of the two, and the same with the x plus 4s. And that's what you see down here. I pulled out an x plus 4, x minus 3 raised to the fourth, and then I wrote what was left over. So I had this 5, and I had a factor of x plus 4 left, minus, and then I had a 2, and a factor of x minus 3 left. Here I'll be able to distribute and combine like terms. Also take a notice at the denominator. The denominator was x plus 4 squared, so power to a power. As I multiply 2 times 2, this becomes x plus 4 to the fourth. As I move to my next step, you may notice that the x plus 4 dropped out of the numerator, and the reason why that dropped out was because this is multiplication up here. It's a series of products, and so I'm allowed to cancel an x plus 4 with a factor of the x plus 4 from the denominator. That's why this denominator went to x plus 4 raised to the third. Within the brackets, I went ahead and distributed. That's where the 5x plus 20 minus 2x plus 6 came from, as I distributed the negative 2 for the second half here. And now I'll be able to combine some like terms. As I combine my like terms, this becomes y prime equals x minus 3 raised to the fourth, 5x take away 2x is 3x, and 20 plus 6 is 26, all over x plus 3 raised to the third. Our second example of the quotient rule.